Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Everyday Health Stories by Dr. Kota Reddy, the podcast where we delve into medical dilemmas, concepts, and intriguing cases to help you transform your life. One story and one micro habit at a time. Before we begin, please remember that this podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be considered medical advice. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider for any medical concerns. Today, we have a captivating tale that delves into the intricate world of medical mysteries. Our story, The Mystery of Elevated Calcium, follows John, a middle-aged man whose life took an unexpected turn due to a perplexing health issue. Sit back, relax, and join us as we unravel this intriguing narrative. In a quiet corner of a small town, there lived a middle-aged man named John. Known for his vibrant energy and active lifestyle, John was a familiar sight jogging through the park or tending to his flourishing garden. Life was good for John until he began experiencing a series of unsettling health issues that disrupted his routine. It all started with relentless bone aches that haunted him day and night. The pain, once a mild annoyance, grew steadily more intense, making it difficult for John to enjoy his favorite activities. He could no longer jog without wincing, and his beloved garden, once a source of pride, became a neglected patch of weeds. The real turning point came when John experienced an excruciating encounter with kidney stones. The pain was unlike anything he had ever felt, forcing him to seek emergency medical care. As he lay in the hospital bed, exhausted and in agony, he thought, "I hope this is the end of my troubles." But the mystery didn't stop there. John found himself constantly fatigued, his energy sapped away to the point where even simple tasks felt insurmountable. He struggled to get out of bed each morning, a shadow of his former self. Then came the peculiar heart palpitations. John's heart would race uncontrollably without warning, leaving him feeling anxious and desperate for answers. It was this unsettling symptom that finally brought him to my office. Dr. Reddy, I've been having these strange symptoms, bone aches, terrible kidney stones, and now my heart feels like it's racing uncontrollably at times. I don't know what's happening to me, John explained, his voice filled with frustration and fear. I listened intently, noting every detail of John's distressing journey. Given the complexity of his symptoms, I proposed a comprehensive blood test, including an examination of his calcium levels. A week later, John returned to my office, his anxiety palpable. "John, your test results are in, and they reveal a significantly elevated level of calcium in your blood, a condition known as hypercalcemia. This could be the key to understanding your symptoms," I said, trying to reassure him. "Hypercalcemia? What could be causing this, Dr. Reddy?" John asked, his voice tinged with both curiosity and concern. Hypercalcemia can arise from various conditions, each with its own implications. I began explaining the possibilities. First, there's primary hyperparathyroidism. This is often due to the overactivity of one or more parathyroid glands, usually caused by a benign tumor. These tiny glands, located near the thyroid, regulate calcium levels in the blood. When they become overactive, they release too much parathyroid hormone, leading to elevated calcium levels. Next, we have malignancy. Certain cancers, particularly lung, breast, and blood cancers, like multiple myeloma, can elevate calcium levels. These cancers cause calcium to leach from the bones into the bloodstream, either through direct invasion or by secreting substances that disrupt calcium balance. Then there's sarcoidosis and other granulomatous diseases. These conditions involve the formation of granulomas, small clusters of inflammatory cells. These granulomas can produce excess vitamin D, leading to increased calcium absorption from the gut. Excessive vitamin D intake can also be a culprit. Overconsumption of vitamin D supplements can lead to hypercalcemia. While vitamin D is crucial for calcium absorption, too much can cause levels to rise dangerously high. Hyperthyroidism, or an overactive thyroid gland, can occasionally contribute to elevated calcium levels. The thyroid hormones can increase bone turnover, releasing more calcium into the blood. Certain medications can also increase calcium levels. Drugs like thiazide diuretics and lithium can affect the kidney's ability to excrete calcium or directly stimulate calcium release from bones. In the case of chronic kidney disease and tertiary hyperparathyroidism, advanced kidney disease can disrupt the kidney's ability to balance calcium and phosphate, leading to elevated calcium levels. Lastly, there's familial hypocalciuric hypercalcemia, a rare inherited condition where the body's sensitivity to calcium levels is reduced, resulting in mild to moderate hypercalcemia. As I detailed each possibility, John's eyes widened with a mix of fascination and trepidation. Armed with this knowledge, John and I embarked on a journey to pinpoint the exact cause of his elevated calcium levels. I emphasized the importance of immediate measures to manage his condition, adequate hydration, and avoiding calcium-rich foods and supplements. I also cautioned him to remain vigilant for any worsening symptoms, such as increased thirst, heart rate irregularities, or confusion, and to seek immediate medical attention should they manifest. 2 weeks later, John returned to my office with the results of additional tests. Together, we continued unraveling the enigma of his elevated calcium levels. The journey towards solving this medical mystery had only just begun, but our partnership illuminated the path forward, offering hope that someday soon, the puzzle might be solved, and John's health restored to its former clarity. Now let's delve deeper into hypercalcemia and its implications. Elevated calcium levels, if left untreated, can lead to serious complications. One common issue is the formation of kidney stones, which are extremely painful and can cause significant kidney damage, potentially leading to chronic kidney disease. High calcium levels can also weaken bones, making them more prone to fractures, a condition known as osteoporosis. Beyond these physical complications, severe hypercalcemia can affect the nervous system, causing confusion and lethargy, and in extreme cases, even leading to a coma. With a better understanding of the potential causes and implications of elevated calcium levels, let's move on to some practical tips and advice for managing this condition effectively. Number 1, stay hydrated. Adequate hydration is crucial for managing elevated calcium levels. It helps prevent kidney stones and aids in the excretion of excess calcium. Number 2, limit calcium intake. Avoid overconsumption of calcium-rich foods and supplements, unless advised by your doctor. Number 3, monitor symptoms. Be aware of symptoms like increased thirst, frequent urination, abdominal pain, and confusion. Seek immediate medical attention if these occur. Number 4, regular checkups. If you have a history of kidney stones or bone pain, Regular checkups with your healthcare provider are essential for early detection and management of potential issues. And number 5, medication review. Certain medications can elevate calcium levels. Review your medications with your doctor to ensure they are not contributing to the problem. Thank you for joining us on this journey through John's life and the perplexing mystery of elevated calcium levels. John's story highlights how seemingly minor symptoms can signal serious underlying health issues. His experience teaches us the importance of paying attention to our bodies and seeking medical advice when something feels off. Let's commit to making positive changes for our health, understanding that even small adjustments can lead to significant improvements. Please note that the content shared in this podcast is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. For the full disclaimer, please visit our website. Until next time, be kind to yourself, prioritize your well-being, strive to be the best version of yourself, and keep listening to Everyday Health Stories by Dr. Kota Reddy. Remember, every story has the power to transform lives. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast so you never miss out on our latest stories and health tips. Are you ready to take control of your health and make a lasting change? For premium content and in-depth guidance on how to prevent and reverse medical conditions like hypertension, hypercholesterolemia, diabetes, fatty liver disease, obesity, dementia, and more, all through complete lifestyle and diet modification, without medications, supplements, or interventions. Visit getreadytoday.com to learn more about joining Dr. Reddy's Eat This, Lose That program. You can also call Dr. Reddy's office at 281-491-0044 for more information. Take the first step towards a healthier you today. Stay tuned for a sneak peek into our next episode. Imagine waking up one morning with severe chest pain, your heart racing uncontrollably, and every breath feeling like a struggle. You rush to the hospital, fearing the worst. A heart attack. But what if the real culprit is something far more elusive, something lurking deep within your emotional core? Join us on the next episode of Everyday Health Stories by Dr. Kota Reddy, as we unravel the mystery of a young woman's battle with broken heart syndrome. Discover how a sudden wave of emotional turmoil can bring your heart to the brink of failure, and learn the crucial steps to protect yourself from this silent, invisible threat. Tune in to hear her harrowing journey and the medical marvel that followed. This is one episode you won't want to miss.